Hello, everyone. This is Cody Lee of BlackCatBooks.org, author of I, the Dragon, Cruel and Beautiful, Rabbit Hole King, Lauren Frey, and the upcoming Jaw of the Dragon. I've seen on message boards, on 4chan, on other pieces of the internet that a lot of people have really desperately tried writing off Bayonetta 3. Like a lot of them are saying the game isn't good and that it has a lot of problems and that it's platinum has fallen off the map and stuff like that. It's a lot what happened with No More Heroes 3 and Travis Strikes Again. A lot of these other lower budget, like more niche Nintendo Switch games tend to get this kind of reaction from people who are trying desperately to pretend that these games aren't relevant, that they're not worthy of support, and they're not all that great. I think it's safe to say that like the narrative against Bayonetta 3 will not stick. Now, I agree that Bayonetta 3 is not nearly as good as the original, but to say the game is bad or it's not worth playing is just absurd. The game is genuinely great. I really, really enjoyed it. I will be going back and like getting everything in it eventually. Right now, I'm mostly focusing on I've actually have gone back to the original to like round up some of the last few collectibles I have before I end the game for good. I I am just very, very happy with three in general, but yeah, I do prefer the original. But that doesn't mean that doesn't mean three is bad, right? And seeing people try and like fabricate some kind of narrative in regards to Bayonetta 3, like specifically the ending, the plot, some gameplay choices, it comes off as laughable and just disgusting how excuse me, it comes off as ridiculous how desperately certain people try and present this narrative that three is a bad game when that clearly isn't the case at all, right? These people, it's going to be a repeat of what happened with the Wonderful 101 and Star Fox Zero. Is that like the people who actually play and enjoy the game are going to stick with it for years, while the people who bitched and complained and whined stomp their feet are going to like move on to the next thing, right? Like we're kind of seeing the same thing happen with Pokemon right now. Is that you can't really keep pretending that every new release from Nintendo is the worst ever because like they're going to release something new eventually, and like the haters are going to have to move on to hitting on that. And again, it's difficult to keep the agenda going for every single major release, and we're going to see that more and more going forward.